Hey there, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Works by Lydia. How's everybody doing? Hey there, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Works by Lydia. Sorry. Okay, Nightbot. Nightbot's not working. Wake up, Nightbot. There's Nightbot. It does work. Just waiting for people. Just have two people in here. Hi. Just reading for people. People. My other half made this for me when he was still alive. He made me this one. I don't have any loops to make any more of them. I need to buy some when I go to Hobby Lobby. I don't know when I'm going to be going to Hobby Lobby. So I need 5 more loops when I do. Be right back. I want to see something. I'm just seeing if I can message somebody on Facebook to tell them I'm on. I'm just messaging somebody on Facebook, tell her I'm on. She's another YouTuber. Oh, really? She's thinking of doing the one too. Come over here. Okay, she's one of my friends coming over. Coming out with me. Yeah, you better come over. Girl, I need some ideas. What a great show live tonight. Where's everybody at? Coming out with me, people. I'm gonna write on my community tab. What is going on? So I can't even number anything on my community tab anymore? Why can't I do community tab? I'm gonna be complaining if I cannot put it. So I'm assuming I can't put anything on my community tab. Why? This is weird, guys. Why can't I put it on my community tab? Do I have somebody? Oh, Julie. Hello, Julie.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. I don't know why I can't put it in my lives in my community tab anymore.
I don't know.
It's weird. I'm just seeing why. I'm gonna look this up. Why can't I put it on my community tab? You surprised me. I didn't even know anybody was coming in.
Well, I'll stay a little bit, but I have to work tomorrow, so
I'm off tomorrow and next day.
I was off today, but I have to work the next 4 days.
I work tonight, and then I'm off next 2 nights, and then I work 2 nights, and then I work then off 2 days, then work 2 nights, then work the weekend again. So
Hmm.
that's what I'm doing. I don't understand why I can't put it on my computer tab. On my phone.
Uh,
This is weird. Like my computer tab is gone. I mean, it's gone.
it's gone. Hmm.
Yeah. Where is my community tab? I don't even see it.
I don't know, Lydia.
This is weird. It was there the other day and it's gone. Oh, they changed it now.
They changed it.
Why did they change it?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to message somebody on Facebook. I'm going to see if theirs gone. Hey, wait. I'm going to something. I'm going to switch my account, see if it's on my other account too. Since I have two accounts. I'm being nosy. What is the heck? I'm going to do another one. Switch accounts. Because I'm a main mod for somebody else and I'm going to see something. What's going on. Because if YouTube changing things, I want to know what's going on.
What?
I'm going to message somebody on Facebook. Give me a minute. I'm not going to be annoyed here, Julie. I'd be because I want to see what is it doing. Just come up. Julie's on. Just give me a minute. Hello, Liz. Hi, Pete. Hey, Liz. Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetheart. I'm doing some stuff because give me a minute. I just noticed YouTube is changing things around. And I do not know what's going on. Here. Oh, my friend. Hey, Joe.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, Liz. Hi, everyone.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
And I just noticed YouTube just now. Where did she went? She fell out the window.
I don't know where she went.
Ow.
What you did, Lydia?
I didn't do nothing. I'm doing good, Liz. How are you, sweetheart? I'm just seeing where did she went? She fell out the window. Get back up here. you do?
I don't know. It's not working.
You up there? But no, I just noticed YouTube changing stuff around.
Yeah,
You
and you
know,
also
you can-
had it set. You also had your comments set to subscriber only mode. It's a thing you have to click for each video, each time you go live.
Oh, I know probably why. Because if I don't have any of my mods in here, you know what? I'm gonna make you a mod. Give me a minute.
It's like
Let me.
could have been accidental. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna tilt my screen down a little bit. I'm in bed, in case anyone was wondering. That's where I'm sitting. I'm in my bed.
I'm gonna make Liz a mod. I thought she was a mod. See what YouTube's doing? Why
I
is
don't know.
Have you noticed that you probably don't know?
YouTube's being weird.
Because you know how your community tab
Yeah.
it's not there anymore.
The community tab?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold up. I gotta check this out.
Go your channel. And Liz, you can come up on panel with me if you want. Why is your community tab gone? It's a post now. Go check it out.
I'm checking. Hold on. Oh yeah, so that's the same thing. It's
Yeah.
just different
What?
name.
Go your.
Yeah, I did. They just changed the name of it, but it's the same thing.
Oh, when did they do that?
I don't
Liz?
know. Because it's more of a you post and people comment type deal.
Did that just happen overnight?
No, I don't think so, but
Because I did a live other last night on my Dungeon Bing one, and it was still on there. Your community tab was still on there.
yeah, they just changed the name of it. It's the same thing.
I was freaking out. Oh,
It's weird. Calm down. It's okay, Lydia. It's breathe. It's gonna be fine. There's no apocalypse happening yet.
Oh, Liz think it happened just 4 days ago. I think she thinks, but
I haven't been checking. I have had a lot going on in my life, and I'm getting a new job. I need a new job eventually.
You work at a new job?
I haven't started yet. I gotta get a new job.
Where are you going to be working at?
I have no clue. Any place that pays more than minimum that will hire me.
Did you quit your other 2 jobs?
No, I'm still doing the cleaning, but I'm not working at my other job, my part-time jobs. I'm getting another part-time job, and then this isn't 100% definite yet, but I'm moving.
You moving?
Yes.
Where are you moving to?
I'm moving to Kennewick.
Where?
Kennewick. It's not in your area, so you wouldn't really know. It's about 5 hours away from where I live. It's kind of far. That's the plan anyway. But I won't be moving until probably summer.
Oh.
Because I don't have any money to move. But I also can't stay in the area I'm staying because right now, I'm renting a room and everything, and it's expensive. Guess what I saw online?
What?
Okay, so this person was posting a room for rent in their house with everything shared. Guess how much it was?
Probably 1,000.
At least 1,000,
The-
not including utilities. For the room and a shared bathroom, shared living room, shared kitchen. The only thing that's your own that you get is the room.
Let's ask you where in USA.
And I'm like, that's crazy. So I'm going to be moving over to by where my boyfriend lives in one of the
What?
3 cities.
What? Did I just hear you say what?
Yeah, I'm moving over by where my boyfriend lives.
You have a boyfriend? And you
Yeah.
didn't tell me you have a boyfriend?
I'm pretty sure I did. I've been dating him since November.
You didn't even tell me you have a boyfriend, hon.
I'm pretty sure. I just don't think you're remembering. We've been dating since November. But he lives all the way in Kennewick. And I'm like, I'm only moving out of here because I can't afford to get my own housing here and it's cheaper there. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to move, I might as well move over near where he lives so that instead of dating long distance, we can date in person. So I'm going to save up money and then I'm also getting a settlement. Hopefully.
Liz, you want to come up on the panel? Because I need some new ideas to make, guys. So I doing my diamond painting.
I can't say exactly what the settlement's for because this is going on live. I'm getting some money coming my way, I shall say. That's all I can say. Supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
And so with that, and then also with the money I'm saving.
Liz said her mortgage on her house. Ooh. Ooh. And 1 bath? Ooh.
Yeah, stuff's expensive.
Ooh.
So basically that's what I'm doing. And I'm not purposefully moving to be closer to him per se. I'm just moving out of my area because I can't afford to live here. And if I have to move,
That's okay. That's fine.
I mean, if I have to move because the area I'm living is so expensive, then it would only make sense for me to move by where he lives.
Sunrise Dawn? Hey, sweetheart.
So I need to
I
get.
see her be in different channel. Hi, sweetheart.
So what I need to do is I need to get a job here where I currently live, so I can have extra money for saving. And then before I move, I'll quit and then get housing and a job where I'm moving to. So this new job that I'll be getting, whatever it ends up being, will be temporary. Because I have to have money to move first.
Julie, I had to get a new diamond painting light. My other one broke.
Oh no!
Yeah.
How much did you have to pay for that? Was it expensive?
I don't know. I got it from Amazon. I got it on Saturday. Before I went to work Saturday night.
How's the new job going, Lydia?
I love it. I had to work tonight for a little bit. But I was in the big dining room. So the big dining room, there's 2 people works.
Nice.
And there's 2 dining rooms, yet just you. So.
Well, I'm hoping that I can get a new temporary job because the last job that I had, they laid me off because, well, fired me, terminated me, whatever you want to call it, because corporate was like, well, they got a new CEO and they're like, well, we don't really want to hire people to work for us. So that much. And you guys at your location, you guys have too many employees.
Ariel, welcome in.
You have to
honey.
And you have to lay people off. So
you too. You have a good day too, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Good to see you. Hey, Ariel. I don't have Ariel a moderator in here. I'm going to make her a mod.
So what made you decide to go live?
I just started doing lives again. I started doing lives week ago Thursday on this channel.
And you didn't even tell me.
You probably was at work when I did it.
Well, no, you just
your
didn't
work
even.
schedule.
Well, you didn't even tell me that you were gonna start going live again. You never mentioned it to me.
I know. I should have told you. Yeah, I just started going back.
I need to start doing lives again and then posting on my channel. But I'm hoping that I can get like a decent 1 or 2 bedroom,
Good night,
preferably
Ariel.
preferably a 2 bedroom, so I can start like actually making content for my channel, like not just lives, but actual content. That's the goal here. But you know,
But yeah, I just came back last week. My last Thursday, I did first live. So
I haven't been wanting to do anything because in my head I'm like,
and I
what's the
saw
point?
Julie. I saw China was in here. Other people was in here too.
Oh,
China's kind of busy. She works like 50 hours per week,
50 hours.
so she's busy. So
Yeah.
hi, Timmy. Hi there.
You see Jesse lately?
Jessica's doing live right now. I think she's
Oh.
doing a Well, thank you, Liz. It's good to see you back too, Liz, doing lives again.
Yeah,
Me
am
and
I
Liz was
the
doing away from YouTube for a little bit.
am I the only one working on a project right now?
Probably. I need some ideas to do site my diamond painting, guys.
Well,
I was thinking about getting my loom for this. But I don't have any things for it, the loops for
why
it.
don't you make like headbands or like the cute like little summer headbands?
Timmy? Okay. Right beside me, Timmy, is my friend Julie. Me and Julie used to work together a couple months ago. We aren't working same place anymore. And the bottom person is another YouTuber who has a channel, and I'm her moderator for her. You can tell you who you are if you want, hun.
Yeah, hi, I'm Shawnee. So I do have a YouTube channel, but I haven't really been posting content on there lately. But I do plan to start posting content again soon. So that's a thing. And go live. So I do all kinds of crochet related content, fiber art related content. And also, once I get settled into my new place, once I move later this year, I plan to have a whole like area where I film, like a filming area. So because right now I'm renting a room and it's just kind of hard with all my furniture in here to find a good. It's just hard to get a filming space. But I do plan to return to YouTube, guys. Don't worry.
Hey, Jackie.
Also, I saw something cute, Lydia, on Facebook. Or no, on Instagram. So you crochet these little granny squares. And then you squish them in the middle. And then you crochet like...
My granny squares sucks. I don't know how to do granny squares.
I can help. So you do granny squares. And then you crochet like a little like strip, like a rectangle. That's like maybe... That's like
Julie, Jackie likes your puppy.
Oh, that's that's Minnie.
Yep.
I gotta show you this, Lydia. So you crochet a little back and forth strip, a little rectangle that's like 5 or 6 stitches long, and you make a long piece, and then you scrunch up your little granny squares in the middle, and you tie a bow, and you make little granny square bows.
I suck on my granny squares.
I can help you.
Okay, help me. Do it. Let's do it on Facebook.
Yeah, well, I'll help you do granny squares, and you just do like a little 3 or 4 round granny square, like little ones, like that big, and then you just scrunch them in the middle, and then you don't tie a string, but you make like a long, like little
I
rectangle,
will.
and it makes a bow. I thought, oh, that was so cute. I bet nobody can guess what I'm making, or maybe
I'm
you can.
thinking about you making a shawl.
No,
No.
not even close.
Are you making a sweater?
No.
Hey, did you ever got done your knitting done? Your sweater?
No.
No, it's not your sweater.
I made that one hat, and then I started making another hat, and I never finished it. I still have it. I started crocheting again. I will eventually finish it. I am not making a sweater or a shawl, but I will tell you one thing. You're closer when you said sweater than you were when you said shawl.
Are you making a poncho?
No. You're closer to the sweater than you are to anything else.
What are you making? I'm bad. Sorry.
Hold on. Let me finish this stitch. I won't tell you, but I'll show you. It's not done, obviously. There's some side work that needs to be done. But so it looks kind of small now, and it is kind of small, but I promise when it's done it's gonna fit. It's gonna fit when it's done. So
Okay.
What is that?
does anybody know what this is gonna be in the comments?
Are you making a garden?
No. Okay, I want people in the comments to guess what this is. Okay, but
Timmy asks if it's a guardian.
okay, comment down below. Hold on. I want to read some comments to see what they are.
Here, I can make it away.
Comment down below and let me see what.
That way we can see.
I like to see them live, so I can.
Hey, Chin.
It says a sleeve. It's not a sleeve. Not a cardigan. This is not a piece of something. That's another hint.
Oh my gosh. Top.
Well, I think that pup is the closest one. It is a crop top of some kind, but what kind of crop top? You're right. Kind of. You're kind of right on the crop top. You're kind of right.
I don't know.
They guessed it in the comments. I mean, they guessed kind of right as a crop top, but what kind of crop top?
Chin guess it.
Well, Liz, our pup groomer guessed crop top, but it's a very specific.
That's Chin. I go searching all.
It's a very specific type of crop top. Very, very specific.
Pup groomer, that's Chin. Lace for the neck and the back.
Halter top. Okay. Yay, Timmy. I know you got it right. You got it. I know it seems small, but I am going to be adding edging on the side that's going to make it cover the boob area a little bit better. And then it's going to be longer. And then it's also going to have either straps that go around the neck that tie in the back, or separate straps for the back, for the neck and the back. I haven't gotten that far in the design, so I don't know exactly.
You know what Will said? Lego said.
Yeah, he said like a sleeve. And I know
You
you're
can
thinking,
drop your channels now, guys, and it's Yarnworks all in one word,
I know you guys are
and
probably,
it would drop your link for you.
I know you guys are probably looking, thinking that's not coverage enough. But again, there is going to be a wider edging that goes around this when it's done. And actually, the higher up you wear it, the more it actually covers. So if I wear it higher instead of lower, then it actually covers more of the bust area. So if I were to wear it,
Jen, are
yeah.
you doing a live tonight? You know what?
Look how much more it covers the higher up
I
I
see
wear
it. Hey, Jen, would you like be a mod for my channel?
Does this mean I can't go live later?
What do you mean?
Because everybody's going live. That's what I mean.
She does live. She's on different time zone. She's in Nevada, I believe. Her channel or where she time zone is.
I don't know what time zone that is, but
It's 2 hours. Aren't you 2 hours behind, Jen?
what time is it where you are, Jan?
Me and Julie.
It's 11 o'clock
It's
here.
11 o'clock.
Wait, what did she say?
11 o'clock here.
11 o'clock out me and Julie time.
Okay. It's not that late here. It's only 8:50. It's 9 here, pretty much.
Yeah.
8:58.
Okay, Jen's 8:58 for her where she's at.
Yeah.
So when she goes on live, it's
just gonna be late, and then like also, if everybody else is going live, then I can't go live because no one's gonna show up to my live if everybody's going live. Because you can't show up to multiple lives at once. It's just too confusing.
Honey, you know how many devices I have?
Well, I don't mean you specifically. I just mean people.
Oh, yeah.
Because then people are like trying to focus on one and then not knowing what the other one's saying, and so maybe. Also, I've been going live on my computer, but I want to start going live on my phone because when you go live on your phone, it shows up as a short. So when people are scrolling through shorts, your live stream will pop up. But if you go on your computer, the live stream will only be shown to your subscribers.
I stopped doing lives on my phone.
Yeah, but that's how you get more subscribers. Is you get when you go live on your phone.
I didn't want to have my phone up anymore. That's why I stopped doing lives on my phone.
Oh, I have a tripod I can do, and I'm not gonna permanently go live on my phone. I'm just gonna do a mix of like live on my computer and
but
live on my phone.
You need to bring me up on the panel when you learn how to bring people up on the panel.
Yeah, but I can't because I don't use a streaming service. I go live directly from YouTube. And when you go live directly from YouTube, you can't bring people up on.
Yes, you can. You can bring one person up.
It doesn't let me. I've tried.
Oh.
You have to have a streaming service.
Well, kids restream. Then you can do it. Bring me up.
I mean, I might definitely consider
that. Let's do it live on her phone and her computer.
I just this
and
time I want to.
Yes, you can do the bring people up on YouTube on the panel.
I've never had that happen. It's never ever worked. I've been doing YouTube for years, and it's never worked.
And Buff Coomer 20 does that too. She does that too.
Yeah, but do you go directly to YouTube? Do you go to YouTube and hit the go live, the plus button and go live? Or do you go through your streaming service? Because I just go to the YouTube app and then on
You
the
can do
screen
your YouTube app.
and it'll say like you just hit go
And you
live.
can bring people up.
I've never been able to do that ever in my life. There's never even been a button for it.
Because when you set your live, you can bring one person up, and you know.
That must be new because it's never been a thing. I mean, it is like for this because you have Restream, but
And let's
never
say
been.
you can do both. That's like that, you know.
Yeah, it must be a relatively new thing because I've gone live recently and it's never even given me the option to bring somebody on.
Liz, you want not Liz? Yeah, Jen, the Bubgoomer 20, she does Restream because I know because I go her channel and I go watch her do her stuff, and she does Restream and go, those setting, and it does that.
Well, yeah, because she's going through Restream though. She's not going directly through YouTube. She's
Yes,
not logged.
she's logged in what she does. Then she set her YouTube thing up, and then
Yeah, but she's going through Restream now. I'm talking about not going through a streaming service at all. Going direct from your device to YouTube, no streaming application. Just direct to YouTube.
but Liz said you can do it on YouTube. Jen, you want to come up on the panel and tell her what she can do? That way she can hear you on your side.
Yeah, tell me how to do it because I'm curious because I've tried doing it before and it's never worked. There's never even
Give me
been
a
an
minute,
option.
guys.
I've been doing YouTube for over 10 years and it's never been an option for me. Off and on, not consistently, I will clarify. Through different channels. Yeah, see, Little Lego says YouTube directly doesn't work for me either.
But it does work.
It's never worked for me, and like I said, I've been YouTubing off
I know
and on.
somebody else who does YouTube bring people up too, but she doesn't do YouTube very often, but it does work.
Okay, well, somebody explain to me how then, or show me how. Like someone go to their like you, Lydia. If you know how to do it and it works, go to your diamond painting channel and pretend like you're gonna go live.
I can't do it with I'm on. Okay, Jimmy, talk to you later.
Okay, will somebody explain to me how you can do device to YouTube
I'm trying
direct?
Hey Jen, are you still in here?
Because I've never been able to get it to work. People have been telling me for a long time that you've been able to do it the entire time since the beginning of YouTube. Since the very first day that YouTube started doing live streaming. And I've never had that option on my YouTube channel ever. On any channel that I've ever made.
Give me a minute. Let me
That's what I'm saying. Like I've never had that option. And I don't know what I'm doing. But apparently I'm doing it. I just not following the pattern here. That's what I'm not doing. but I've literally never even. There's not even a button I can click to do it.
Okay, Chen. I think Chen's coming up on the panel, and so she can.
Okay.
So me and you and her can, you know.
Because I would love to do that because I don't like to go through a streaming service. I like to do device to YouTube direct where I just click on the YouTube app, click the plus button, hit go live, and then bam, I'm live. It cuts out the middleman. It's easy. I can do that on my computer. I can do that directly from my phone. I don't have to have, because as far as I remember, and I could be totally wrong, but when YouTube first started doing lives, you had to go through a streaming service. You couldn't initially go directly through live.
I always went before I started do StreamYard and Restream. I always done YouTube, but then people's like, you should bring people up. Well, I never did it, but you can, because one of my other channels told me how to do it. But when I started doing Restream and StreamYard,
when I started doing YouTube a long time ago, like I started doing YouTube probably back in 2014, probably. And when they first started allowing live streams, like when they first released the feature of live streams, you couldn't go live directly from YouTube. You had to have a streaming service, because I did have a streaming service. And it wasn't until later on that they made it to where you could either do it through a streaming service or you could go direct. Because I always complained on my YouTube lives that I wish I could just go live direct to YouTube like you do Facebook. Because I couldn't back then, and I was always having problems getting my YouTube channel to connect to the streaming service that I was using. And then later on, they added that feature where you could just log into a YouTube account, hit the plus button if you're on a phone, and then it gives you the options to post on your community tab, upload a video, or go live. And you just hit the go live button. But back when they first released the feature to be able to go live on your channel, that was not an option to go direct. It's only been so many years that they started allowing that. Okay, I thought somebody was coming up.
I think she is coming up. She's trying to get her headphones.
Okay, good. Okay, just checking, because I want to learn this.
Well, Lydia, I'm gonna go. Okay.
Okay, Julie. Thank you for coming over.
Good night, Julie.
Good night. See you guys later.
Yep.
See you.
Bye.
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 Good night.
Night. You need some help, Julie? She's off.
Okay, so it's just you and I guess.
Yep. Until the other person comes over.
Who's coming on?
I think Jen, the pup one coming up.
Oh, pup grooming. Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay. Oh yeah, pup groomer 20 is trying to get her
here.
Okay, I'm also kind of focused on this because I'm doing stripes with this, except the way that I'm doing the stripes is I'm just changing stitches. So I'm doing so many rows of one stitch pattern and then striping it with another kind of stitch pattern instead of changing colors. So I'm doing an alternate of one single half double. So single half double, single half double. And you have to end on a single. And so I'm like trying to make sure that I don't do two half doubles next to each other or two singles by accident. I've been known to do that.
Okay, Jen's up here. Hey, how are you?
Okay. So I've never been able to do this, add people on live via YouTube directly. So maybe, so maybe it's a newer thing. I don't know, but I need to learn how to do this.
I'm gonna make you big chin.
No? Lydia wants to say hi. Oh, she's looking. She's looking.
Hi, cutie. Oh my gosh.
That's my
Okay,
girl.
so
All right.
if I can figure out how to do this, I'm gonna take photos with my phone so that I can remember how to do it.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna
This
set
must
up.
be new.
I'm gonna set up my live and go through YouTube tonight instead of streaming service,
Okay.
and see if I'm not mistaken. You can get the invite link through Studio.
Yep.
What, I've never been able to do that. It's probably a newer thing, and it's probably only for select channels, like just as they're rolling it out. You know what I mean? How they roll out like certain features to just random channels as they like test features. I guess you know what I mean. And then like eventually all channels can do
Okay,
it.
wait, little Lego.
Is he? What did little
Okay.
Lego say? Lydia bark, and I'm sure the dog will wake up.
I'm
Oh my
not
god.
gonna wake her puppy up. She loves
Oh,
me.
she's out cold.
She's out.
We're not doing that, little Lego. No. No, thank
Okay.
you.
She does that. Dog does that in her life. So I'm not waking
Is
her
there a
up.
way you can oh, you can't share your screen though, can you?
Not if I'm doing.
I was gonna like take photos of like how to do it so I remember.
Okay, so I'm
Maybe
setting up my
you-
live through YouTube right now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I see. I saw. I mean, it's not the clearest picture, but on the phone, but I see. Mine just gives me all the options for like, is this video made for kids? What's the topic? You get a description. You can do a thumbnail. Like that's all I get.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can get the share link.
I have the
The
YouTube Studio app. I mean, cool. I mean, I don't know what YouTuber doesn't, but there should just be a button when you go to set up your live, like when you go to start a live.
It should.
There should just be a button that says add somebody on, or during a live, like a little button on the side that says add another person type deal. But I've like never had that. Never given me an option anywhere.
Like I said, I think it's on.
Why would they make you go to YouTube Studio to even find out it's possible when you're already going live? Because you can't even get a share link until you're already going live. That's what I'm saying. So that makes no sense that you would have to not know.
Lego. I made up a mod.
It just doesn't make sense that you don't even know you have that option unless you go to find that option in YouTube Studio, and you can't even get a share link for a video that doesn't even exist yet.
She's already a mod.
So that doesn't make sense. Like, what would make sense
Now,
is
I've
like
seen it before. I've seen it before. I just can't remember where. Where have I seen it before?
We are YouTubing this, okay, or Googling. Sorry, not YouTubing, because obviously can't YouTube. I'm on live. I mean, I could, but you would hear it.
And Liz said she likes your puppy, Jen.
Oh, thank you.
Her puppy is a service dog, guys.
Yes.
So
she is mobility and psychiatric service.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm typing, but so it says
All right.
invite a
It may
guest to a
not let
live
me do
stream.
it while I on a scheduled live. I might have to be live to do it.
Okay. What time are you planning to do election?
So it says how to
9:30
invite
like
guests to
usual.
YouTube live stream on your phone. I'm going to show you how you can go live on your channel with your mobile phone and also invite a guest to participate in your live stream. Well, it looks like it is a new thing, but oh, okay. But I don't want a video for it though. Okay, I guess I'm turning the volume off on this video and watching it because apparently you can. But I don't know if this is showing direct to YouTube or through a streaming service. Like it's
No,
not.
I know for a fact it can be done through YouTube, but you can only invite one guest at a time.
Yep.
Well, I don't know if this video that I'm watching is direct or if it's like going to show how to do it through a streaming. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Now, if you end up choosing and you want to host a panel on your phone and you find out that you're going to have more than one person, you can use your streaming services on your phone. Restream is actually the most mobile friendly for the phone.
Yeah, I don't have Restream though.
You just it's easy to set up. All you got to do is
It's easy
connect
set
and
up,
sign
hon.
into your
It's
channel.
free. You don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
Oh, it's new.
It's free.
It's called Go Live Together. It says it's new.
Okay. But if you choose to do a panel that you have one person or want to have more than one person on your panel, you would have to use a streaming service to do that. You can, through YouTube, you can only have one guest.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Well, I am going to I'm going to go on my phone and go to my other channel real quick and try to see if it's even an option. I'm just going to pretend like I'm going live. Okay, so go live.
See, for me on mobile, Restream seems to work the best as far as simplicity and ease of use.
Yeah, you do Restream a lot.
I do. There are advantages to both StreamYard and Restream for me because I go live almost nightly.
Yep.
Restream is better because Restream does not have a time cap. StreamYard on the free account, you can only stream for up to 20 hours per month for free. With Restream, there is no time cap on the free account.
Yep.
Oh, dang. Well, that's good because I want to get back into posting more like actual content. But like I had already mentioned earlier, I only have my little tiny room. It's very small.
Mm-hmm.
Like my room has a twin size bed. Or no.
Mine too.
Twin? Wait, no. I think. Wait, no. Mine's mine's either a twin or a full, whichever one is smaller.
The twin.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I have a twin, and my room actually does look smaller than yours. My room is. Weird.
I am literally sitting at this right here where my hand is the end of my bed.
Yep.
Yeah. I feel it.
Okay. Lego, I can do that on Restream as well. And that's usually how I do my nightly streams when I'm painting or whatever craft. I'm a nightly craft and chat. I have this camera that I'm looking at now, and then I have one that's over my art space. And that's also free with Restream. Restream has the ability. Go ahead.
So I'm just curious, what's the layout of your room? Like when you walk in the door, what's the layout? I'm curious if our layouts are similar.
My door is right here. My closet is right there. So it's literally the corner of my closet and the corner of my door meet right there in the corner.
Okay,
my bed is right here. I have my art desk here, shelving, my business desk, my printer stand with my Cricut, And then this is my TV behind the curtain. But I didn't
Wow,
want the glare from the TV screen.
My room's really messy. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but here is my door, as you can see. So you walk in. My room's kind of a weird shape. So there's the door. And then here is like the pop out where the closet is.
Mm-hmm.
And then my bed. And then there's a little, so yeah, that's pretty much it. So there's a window, closet. So it's like a little pop out for the closet area. And
Okay,
then
my
next to it
closet
is
is
my door.
inset. Okay. Lego. Yes, I've done that before when I'm mobile on both Restream and StreamYard. You can do it as well on computer with a mobile device. With Restream, you can actually add an extra camera as a source, not as a guest. You do not have that option on the free account with StreamYard.
I knew that. I just wanted to let you kill him.
I know.
You know?
Her daddy's laughing at her.
No.
She's so funny.
I know.
Okay, so tell me about your channel because I don't know much about your channel.
All right. So my channel is a little bit of everything. I am a very active.
Awesome. She's
I don't know
Yeah,
about
well-
awesome, but
well.
I just try
like
to be
the
a human
channel.
being. I live in a very unique place. I live out in the middle of nowhere, one of the last places of the old Wild West. It's a very
cool.
historic town, very tiny, tiny, tiny town. You blink your eyes, you miss it.
Yeah.
We are literally on the side of a mountain.
Wow.
We are so rural and so far away from civilization that the closest Walmart is almost 200 miles.
Yeah, I can't do that.
And she has two. She has two kids, 2 girls.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah, and they're full of it.
Yep.
So because I live in such a unique area and a unique place, there's a lot about my town, the historical things around my town, small town antics and shenanigans and events that we put on. I also have grooming stuff because that's actually what I do for a living. I own my own grooming salon.
Grooms dogs.
Yep. So I have grooming videos, training. I need to get back into that a little bit more. I have information, basic information about service dogs for people who are curious and want to know what the legal stuff is and what they have to do, what they don't have to do, what's enforceable, what's not, things like that. And then I'm also a very active anti-Scientology protester.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah.
I do a lot of work working towards trying to help people realize that Scientology is a cult, educating other people about the cult practices and what makes it so.
So have you been in Scientology before? And
No. But where I actually grew up down south, I grew up about 30 minutes from their main biggest religious center in Clearwater,
Okay.
Florida.
I
grew up 30 minutes
wow,
down the
that's
street.
so interesting because I was actually in a cult that I escaped. And so
No.
Yeah. Can you okay, can you guess which one? If you get it wrong, I'll just tell you, but take a guess. It's a very common one that a lot of people don't see as a cult right away. It's not always classified as a cult.
Okay, where
Okay.
does the cult see its main headquarters?
Oh, it's headquarters. Oh, I forget where it's called. It's not in the state. But
So okay, because I was
Not
going to
in-
think maybe LDS.
no. But I will say you're really close. What is LDS known for that another cult is even more known for?
FDLS or FLDS?
No, what's one thing that the LDS do, but that another cult similar to the LDS does more of, that they're more known for?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so what do you typically hear about LDS people doing besides going to church? They typically
That's Jehovah's Witnesses Lego.
yes.
Okay, that was going to be my next guess. Okay, that was going to be my next guess.
Because LDS is known for going door to door, but they do it because Jehovah's Witnesses were doing it first.
Yes,
and they do it more. They're more known for it.
Yeah, my familial background. So even though I do anti-Scientology work and anti-cult work, I actually have my own experiences with high demand religions and almost cult. My familial background is old school pioneer stock LDS.
Oh my goodness, because I used to be a pioneer as a witness, and you had to do 80 hours a month. You had to go door to door.
Lord, no.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Lord.
pioneer stock from LDS is when they migrated, the Mormon migration.
Oh, yeah. That's so interesting.
So I come from that stock, from families that migrated during the migration. But then I also grew up down south, and I have my own personal experiences with Southern Baptist and Pentecostal, which not all of them are cults. That would be more of the individual churches.
Yeah, I was actually growing up. I was actually Catholic, like baptized. I was a baptized Catholic.
Wow. Yeah. So learning early on, I was 8 when my mom and my stepdad got married, and he made a comment about the polygamy and everything of old school. Yes, the LDS pioneers. Yeah. And I knew that was where my family came from. My grandmother, my great grandfather built a house right here in town where I live.
Wow.
My grandmother, as a child, lived the kids' bedroom was in the loft of the house.
Oh wow.
So it was a comment that my stepdad made that ultimately got me interested in high demand religions, cults very early. I'm 42 now. I have been learning about cults and high demand religions, specifically. Yes, Lego. Well, not just the FLDS, but the AUB, the Kingston Group. It's there. There are other offshoots that are much smaller than that, but yeah, all of them still practice polygamy.
So when I left the Jehovah's Witness church, they were like, "You can't do this, blah blah." Like, how dare you, basically. And I was like, well, my husband was very abusive. I'm just going to say that, in all forms. And they said that technically I would still have to stay with him because there's a scripture in the Bible that says you can't accuse a man of committing a crime unless there's at least one extra person in addition to be able to verify that you're not lying. So if you're at home and your spouse is abusing you, you have to allow him to do that, because what if you're lying and you're just making him look bad and he's not actually abusing you?
Correct, Lego. Yes. And that was by orders of the U.S. government. If Utah wanted to become a state, they had to stop practicing polygamy. When that happened, when what we now call mainstream Mormonism, stopped practicing polygamy, that's when we got the fundamental groups that split off. And then those groups split even further over time.
Yeah, so when I left the Jehovah's Witness church, they were like, well, you don't have proof that he abused you because you don't have a witness. And I'm like, well, typically it's you and your spouse in your home only, unless you also have kids, which I guess your kids could vouch for you. But I don't have kids. And also, they only accept it to be another grown adult. So it's like, it has to be like a valid witness. It can't just be a child, because you could tell the child to say anything you want and still be a lie. So it has to be a bystander that has no reason to lie, meaning it can't be a relative of yours. It has to be some random witness that actually saw it happen that has no relation to you, which in an abuse case, that's not a thing. So, I mean, technically, by the law of their standards, you have to allow it because there's no way to prove it is whether it's happening or not.
Correct. And it doesn't matter if you have marks, because you could have done those marks yourself.
Yup.
Exactly. And you're not allowed to call the cops either, otherwise you get disfellowshipped.
Yep.
No.
So I left. Okay, but back on the. Okay, I have a question though for you, an opinion-based question. So back on the service animal thing, because I'm
Yes.
also disabled, but I don't have a service animal. How do you feel about all those ads on Facebook and YouTube and Google about saying you can get a certified emotional support animal directly from a medical doctor that will allow you to take your animal anywhere? How do you feel about that?
All right, let me get into this.
I got
Go for
thoughts
it,
too,
Jen.
and I want to hear your thoughts because I also have some thoughts, and I'm just like, bring them on.
Every single company that you see that says they are a registry for service animals, be it ESA or full service, they are all scams.
Right.
The
And
ADA does not require. Now, I have completely read. I actually printed out. I didn't just do the short form. I printed out the entire ADA law and read every section pertaining to service animals.
That's a lot. I've
The
read it too,
ADA
but yeah, that's
does
a lot.
not require registration, forced registration. The ADA, the federal government, actually does not have a federally recognized registration list.
Yeah.
Okay, but my question though is, how come they're saying, oh, you can actually get it prescribed to you by a doctor that allows you to take it everywhere?
You
Like,
can't.
shouldn't that be illegal? Shouldn't that be illegal to say though? Because if it's
No,
not,
because that is actually a good thing. For an ESA, for an emotional support animal, you have to have a doctor sign off on that animal for housing. If you don't have that dog saying you need that dog for, or that animal, because ESA can be animal. Service has to be dog, or there are some very stringent restrictions for miniature horses.
That's miniature horses and dogs.
Oh, you're muted.
When I was working,
okay, there we go.
I am. When
You
I
were
was
for a
working
second.
when I was working at the store that I was working at, this guy brought in a snake, and the on-duty PIC was like, "Oh well, we have to by law let the snake in." Blah blah
No.
blah. And I
No.
said, no, because it's not a service animal. And she goes, well, it is, because you're not allowed
No,
to
it's
tell
not.
them it's not. And I told her it's not. ADA
The
says it's not.
ADA,
That's what I said.
the ADA specifically states, let me get my letter, because I have little letters that I carry with
I
me.
tried to tell her, and she didn't believe me. She told me that the health department said by law you're not allowed to discriminate, and you're not allowed to question.
This is
I can
direct
make it
copy
big.
and paste from the actual ADA website. Okay.
Yeah.
Beginning on March 15th, 2011, only dogs are recognized as service animals. They're are some very stringent restrictions
Yeah.
for allowance for miniature horses. No
Yes.
other animals are service animals. That
Yeah.
snake was an ESA. Emotional support animals do not have the same public access rights as full-blown
Amen,
service
Jen.
dogs.
I tried
Now
telling
that's
her
for
that.
here in the States. That's
Yep.
for here in the States. I think
I tried
Canada does
telling her
allow
that.
cats.
I tried telling her that, and she says, well, I got direct orders from the local health department, and they said by law we have to allow them, and we're not.
No.
And I said, no. You can go to jail for that.
No.
You can go to prison for allowing that. And I could actually report you.
It is a crime.
I told her that.
It is a
She didn't
crime
believe me.
to portray an animal as a service animal when it is not.
Jen knows.
It is a crime.
Well, and all these back to the thing, all these sites are like, oh, get your ESA registered because then you can take it with you everywhere you go. And I said that's not true because
The doctor's note that the doctor's note is legit on those sites. They will hook you up with doctors in your state because it's only doctors in your state that can issue those notes. Okay? But the registration portion is all a scam.
okay, but my thing though,
Yes, they do, Lego, and that's the thing where I have a hard time. Her main service is mobility. Secondary service is psychiatric. So she helps with stress and anxiety response. She guards me because I'm going to just put this out there. I am a 2-time survivor of childhood SA. I have a hard time with standing in lines with people behind me. I have a hard time in crowds with people getting too close to me, things like that. Okay. Mona guards me and I finally feel safe standing in line when she is with me because she will stand behind me, forcing people to step back from me. Mona. That is what I have trained her. Oh, you have to have a professionally trained service dog. No. The ADA actually says that is not enforceable because that would restrict access to service animals. Mm-hmm. Service animals, once they are fully trained for at least one task, they are a medical device.
mm-hmm.
Lego, actually, according to the ADA law, there are 2 questions that any business anywhere in the country can ask legally. Is it a service dog? And what task is it trained to perform? That is the difference between an emotional support dog and a service dog. Is the dog actually performs a full-blown task to mitigate psychiatric issues, whereas emotional support is just offering comfort and emotional support. That is the main difference between the two. And that's why, because they are kind of close, they get confused a lot. Psychiatric service, she actually does. Oh, no, that's according to the ADA law. They can ask those 2 questions, but they cannot ask what the disability is. They can only ask, what does the dog do? So if it's like Mona is mobility, if I needed to go further on that, I would say balance and support. That's all I would have to say. We still have to tell, when asked, we still have to tell at least the task that the dog is trained. We are not required to go into our medical issues at all. Only what the dog is trained to do. That is it.
Because you're not even allowed to ask that, because that's illegal to even ask what a person's disability is.
Yep.
Because it falls under, I believe, the HIPAA. You're not even allowed to ask.
And if you have a
yes.
guide But if you have a seeing guide dog, if you're blind, you cannot ask that question either. Can you?
No, you cannot ask, "Are you blind?"
Yep.
But you can ask, "What is the dog trained to do?"
Yep.
And in a seeing eye dog, usually they have the hard bridge
Hard,
handle.
yep.
Yeah.
You can
So
see
that's
what if
obvious.
it's seeing guide dog is they have their vests on and the thing
The
on.
vests are not required
Yeah.
either. We are not required to mark our dogs. However, for the most part, we do for simplicity.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we are not required because those vests and those collars and those markings cost extra money.
True.
Okay. And
There's so
again,
much-
that's a limiting factor for having a medical device. So the ADA does not require marking your service dog, but most of us do in some way.
Yeah, I just find it crazy that people are like, my ESA is technically a service animal because it's emotional support. And I'm like, no, that's so not true. And they're like,
Nope.
there's service animals that do emotional support. I'm like, no, you're talking about a psychiatric service animal, which actually does something completely different.
Exactly. The psychiatric service. So before I got Mona, I was known for running out of stores because I would get so overwhelmed. Yes, the vests, the vests, the tagging equipment can be bought anywhere. That is not specific. It is easier, but it is not required. But with her, she is actually, yes, she does offer me emotional support as part of her work, but she actually does something physical. If I start getting overwhelmed, she'll actually jump up on me. She'll act silly. She'll lick my hands to try to distract me from whatever situation is causing me to be. Yes, as long as, and that's kind of where I'm talking about. Mona kind of is too, but she still has a task that she does to help me with the emotional support issues or the psychiatric issues. She performs, she'll jump up on me and she'll press because she's a pity.
She's a cute dog.
She is. She's quite heavy.
I'm surprised
And so she presses into me, and that's called deep pressure therapy. And what that does is it actually scientifically has been proven to help to reset the nervous system from fight or flight to rest and relax. And she's snoring.
I can hear her.
I can hear her too. She's out over there.
She's like,
She's out cold. Hold on. I'll show you show you her face.
I was gonna say something and then I
your
forgot.
dog tree out, and then she would wake up. I know it.
Hey, Mo. Cookie.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say now. Sort of. Because I totally like spaced it.
Here she is.
Hi. Oh, you got a cookie?
You so sweet.
See, I feel like I could possibly benefit from the service animal.
Oh,
Maybe
she's
just a little bit.
sweetheart.
But then, like, how do you train one?
Sweetie.
Because I would be bad at training one, and I can't afford to hire someone to train one.
That's where you would have to figure out, and this is what I tell people, anybody who's thinking about a psychiatric service dog, is you actually need to monitor yourself. Start keeping a journal at home and out in public so that you can try to figure out what your triggers are, what situation triggers any of your issues.
Going out in public, people, they piss me off. Especially when I'm driving down the highway in a 55 and I'm driving behind this idiot for like 25 miles and you're going literally like 30 miles an hour in a 55. And that just pisses me off.
Oh.
Or people, or in my town, this is what pisses me off
Coffee?
even
Got
more. And I'm sorry, I go on a rampage with this a little, But what also pisses me off is when we're approaching an intersection that has a fucking green light and y'all want to stop your vehicle. And I'm like, oh my God. And it happens to me all the fucking time. And I literally yell, oh my God, you literal effer. Green means go. It means go, not stop.
So do we have a little bit of anger issues?
I'm Filipino. I'm Asian. So yes.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to suggest is to really, Lego, I see you. Really start for at least a couple of months. Start journaling and logging when you feel those emotions getting out of control and what the situation was when it happened. So that you get an idea of what you need.
Mm-hmm. I really like
because you can't train for a task if you don't know what you need it for.
So basically for me, I have issues with people who piss me off, who do idiotic, stupid shit. Like people who, for instance, decide that they're going to stop at a green light. And I'm not just talking about the occasional. It happens. And I was driving the other day and we were going through an intersection, right? And the light was green. And this person decides to tap on their brakes every 5 seconds. And I'm just like, oh my God, the road is fucking straight. I'm just like, oh my God, I get so mad. I'm just like, dude. And then they get pissed off at you. And I'm so bad. I'm Asian. And I don't know if you know about Asians, but we have anger problems.
I'm Italian and Scottish.
Okay, I'm Italian also. So yeah. So basically, I'm Asian and Italian. And so I'm a witch. Okay, so I have problems. But and then I literally was yelling at somebody for not going the speed limit. And I'm like, dude, if you don't go the speed limit, I'm literally going to go the speed limit. If you don't go the speed limit, I don't care. Meaning I'm going to run you over. Like, go the speed limit or just get run over. Like, I'm not actually going to, but I'm yelling at this car in front of me like, oh my God, like, you can't.
Okay, so I want to answer Lego's question, and then I got to get going. So
yeah, because it's almost their life.
Yeah, technically, there is no restrictions for that. However, it would potentially be difficult for the dog to be able to work with both people simultaneously. So that technically, according to the law itself, there's no restrictions for that. But here's an example. So my oldest is 15, and she can sometimes get a little bit overwhelmed.
Yeah, she can. I've seen her before.
Yeah. And Mona will sometimes tune into her a little bit and calm her down and stuff. So yes, she's doing her service for both of us at the same time. However, I would not be able to legally turn Mona over to my daughter in public because Mona was only prescribed for me, not my daughter. So the minute that I turn her over and walk away, now there are times that I have my kids hold her for a moment, but I'm still right there. But the minute I turn her lead over to somebody else, even if it's my family members, and walk away, she is no longer service. She is considered a pet to the person who has her. So only the handler is only the dog will only be a service dog for the actual handler.
That's so
Lego, that's what happens with Mona. She does the same thing with me and my daughter. Yes.
That's not interesting.
But you would not be able to take your dog, even though it's a service dog. You would not be able to take the dog because you are technically not the handler. So it would not be a service dog for you unless you also got the doctor's note. Now, the doctor's note is not legally required. However, I always recommend it because you never know when you may need it for housing. Say the dog gets loose and you have to prove, or somebody tries to take the dog and you have to prove that it's a service dog
Yep.
because it's medical equipment, not a pet. So there's some different rules there. So I always recommend and reinforce getting that doctor's note as your actual legal documentation. That is all you need. That's the thing, Lego. There is no requirement for
Yep.
registration as a service dog, period. There is no requirement. The only thing I would say is make sure your wife has the doctor's note to prove should any legal situation come up, you have it to prove that it's a service dog. Then you would be able to as well. There is no definition or restriction written into the ADA law. Yes, my general practitioner wrote mine for Mona. I do recommend, though, making sure that if you have multiple doctors, that all of them are aware, because all of your doctors tend to try to, they kind of work off of each other.
Well, there's so much controversy like online about service animals, and somebody brought to my attention one time that, like, what if another animal is not a service animal and they're in public and they distract your service animal from being able to task because they're either attacking your service animal or they're barking or they're doing something to deter your service animal from having their attention on you.
It depends on the location. Okay? Because if you are in a pet-friendly store, that is something that you have to train your dog to ignore. But if you are in a non-pet friendly store, that dog should not be there. So people say, oh, it's a service dog, you can't ask it to leave. Yes, you can. Okay, and now I am coming at this in a very unique position because not only have I worked with dogs for over 20 years, I'm a groomer, certified groomer, I'm a certified trainer, and I'm also a business owner, as well as a service dog handler myself. So I am in a very unique position. As a business owner, businesses actually do have a legal leg to ask a service dog handler to remove their dog from the premises under a couple of different, there are a couple things that have to happen. Either the dog is not housebroken. Okay. Dog has to be housebroken to be a service dog.
Yes.
That's not to say that the dog may not occasionally have icky belly or something and occasionally have an accident, but the dog has to be house trained, period. If it's not, the handler can be asked to remove the dog. 2, if the dog is out of control and the owner cannot get them back under control. Okay?
Yep.
And if the actions of the dog prevent the normal flow of business, the handler can be asked to remove the dog. Here's the catch. If a handler is asked to remove their dog from the premises, the store, the restaurant, whatever it may be, to, in good faith, offer the services in an alternative form. So say it's a dine-in restaurant and they simply don't have tables big enough for the dog to get out and go up under the table or under the chair, and the dog is causing a traffic flow because it's unsafe because people are having to step over the dog and the dog is constantly moving. That is causing a safety issue, not a sanitation issue or anything like that. In that case, then that restaurant, that establishment would then have to offer another service, be it a takeout service for that customer. They still have to give modified services if and when possible.
Amen.
So
But
the thing that
some people, like where I used to work at, bring, other employees would not serve them. I'm like, you have to serve them, even though, yeah.
So the thing that
There are reasons that you can ask them to leave, but
Hey, Papa
you have to
Smurf.
be able to offer. Hey, Papa,
Yeah.
you have to be able to offer the services in an alternative method.
Yeah, so the thing that I was thinking was there's an argument online that like, well, if your service animal is even able to be distracted in any situation, no matter what, they're automatically not a service animal because no service animal can be distracted under any circumstances.
A
ever.
dog is a dog is a dog is a dog is a dog. It's an animal.
That's what I say.
They
And so
have
they're saying,
their good days and their bad days.
Hey,
Just
that's
like
what I
us.
say. That's what
It's
I
going
say.
to
And
happen.
there becomes a point where your service animal will inevitably at some point get distracted, and the idea that people are bringing to the table is that it shouldn't matter if I bring my pet into the store, because if my pet is distracting your service animal, then you don't have a legitimate service animal because he's not trained well enough to have public access. So therefore, get your service animal out of here until he's trained well enough to not get distracted by my service animal.
It's
Or by my
going
pet.
to happen.
Exactly, that's what I've said.
The point of a service dog is to be able to get them back to work quickly.
Yeah. You can't
That's
expect
the
a dog
difference.
on a rare occasion to not get distracted, because if you think about it, I've seen live body cam footage of a canine police officer attacking an innocent man, biting him in the arm to where they take a chunk of the guy's arm off, and the guy has to be now then flown to the hospital. And it was a cane.
Lego, that would then become the handler's responsibility to make sure that we clean up after our animals, we sanitize after our animals, and we dispose of napkins, bags, whatnot properly. It is not. Yes, you clean it immediately. It is not the establishment's responsibility to clean up after our dogs in the rare case that a real service dog has an accident. It is not the establishment's responsibility to clean up after them. It is our responsibility to handle that and sanitize afterwards. That is our responsibility as handlers, that we have to maintain cleanliness and hygiene for our animals.
Yeah. So I guess that's where people kind of draw the thing. They're like, well, your service animal won't ever lose its distraction if it's trained properly enough. So therefore, that's how they think they can tell. But as I've seen in videos of real body cam footage of these canines that were taken out of their patrol vehicle that have bitten innocent people. And I meant like,
it happens. They're animals.
They are animals, yep.
Yeah. And then
it happens. Lego, no, they cannot kick you out for a one-time mistake. As long as you take responsibility and you manage that and clean it up. If the dog is walking through and constantly lifting their leg, peeing and marking on things, that is a different scenario. And yes, you could be asked to leave in that case if you are allowing that behavior without trying to stop it and or not cleaning up after your.
Yes. See, people always try to fight me on this because I've read the laws too, and I know a lot more than what people would think. Not because I have a service animal, but because I think everybody should know. And also having a disability, I'm in the disability community. So although I don't have a service animal, I have a legitimate reason to obtain one at some point if I choose. So I feel like I have a higher need or higher reasoning to need to know that. But
right.
I think everybody.
And see, and these are some of the things that I talk about in my service dog playlist on my channel. So some of the things that I've talked about. So, and yes, Lego, mistakes can be made. And what it actually ends up being is how we as handlers handle it. If we take responsibility and do what we're supposed to do as handlers, and and make sure that it's probably a one-off, but we take care of it and we dispose of the napkins, paper towels, poop bags or whatever. If we take care of all of that and then make sure that we're sanitizing behind our dog, that is not a good enough of a sole reason to be asked to leave an establishment. Now, if we're, like I said, right, Papa?
Yep.
If your dog is walking through and constantly lifting its leg on every other end cap in the grocery store or in Walmart, and you're just walking away, that absolutely is grounds to ask you to take your dog off the premises. Totally different situations.
Yeah. And then also there's just
Okay,
like
so
all
he was
these-
in training at that point. So a service dog in training is not a full-blown service dog, and technically it is up to the establishment whether they want to allow you to practice and do your training within the establishment, if they are not a pet-friendly location.
Yeah.
Ain't no face.
In order to be a service dog, they have to have been fully trained for at least one task
I'm seeing
to be
people
considered
from
a
your life.
full service dog. I know, because they're
Yeah.
waiting on me. So,
Okay, and a lot of people
right, no face?
a lot of people too say, "Oh, well, it's not that big of a deal to bring my or my non-service animal into a not pet-friendly place." And I always tell people, like, it is, because these service animals are medical equipment. What if somebody has some kind of disorder and that makes them pass out, and they go into an establishment that has concrete floor? Your animal distracts their service dog, and then they fall over it, they crack their head open, and they die. Because if that happens, you're going to be charged with homicide. So,
see, and that's where it is up to the establishment how stringent they want to be on their no pets policy.
yeah, and it's like if you
So, because of where I live, everybody knows Mona, and she gets distracted all the time because when we go to the store, everybody wants
I
to love her
love
because
her.
they know her, because we're such a small town.
yeah, exactly.
And she has so many friends, but she's also been traumatized in the past from being attacked from another dog, so she is a little dog reactive. So I have to be cautious.
Exactly. And I've tried to make this statement to people before. Well, like, if your service animal is getting distracted by my dog and not alerting to you passing out, then that's your fault because you didn't train your dog enough. And I'm like, no, you should get your animal.
That would be the fault would be to the owner of the other dog,
Yeah.
who is not a service
Yeah.
dog, and allowing their dog to disrupt you.
Yeah.
But we also have to, as handlers, we also have to advocate for our dogs. So when we see a pet in a non-pet friendly store, then we need to go to another aisle to stay away from them. So we have to make sure that we're trying to do what we need to do as
Exactly.
well for our own
But like, if
protection.
we don't see it, and then all of a sudden our dog gets distracted, and like I said, this is like a case that like
Squirrel!
this is like a case that like doesn't usually happen. But like, you fall, you crack your head open, and you have to go to the hospital, and you possibly die. I mean, someone has to be charged with homicide at some point. And it would be the other dog.
Oh, well, no, it wouldn't be homicide, but it could be some, neglect charges of some kind,
Yeah.
for sure.
And
I
it's like,
see
because
Mona.
it's like there are all kinds of
Yeah.
issues
Mona.
with that. And people, I don't know why people just don't want to. They think they can just bring their pets in, and it's like, you can't do that.
It's frustrating. It really
Well,
is.
because
It
they
is
think
so
that it's
frustrating.
not a safety hazard. And I'm like, but it is, because
It
you
is.
could literally kill somebody.
So
I know I'm
I
being a
am
little
in a
dramatic,
situation
but,
like we could even, when we go to restaurants and buffets and stuff, as a mobility dog, I can legally. No, Papa, there aren't. I'm a mod here.
Yep, she's not my mod in here.
I can legally take Mona up to the buffet with me because she is a mobility dog. Okay. I personally tend not to out of respect for the other patrons. My family will tend one of them table, and I'll go up with somebody else. So if I need help, if it's a bad day and I'm not moving well, I need help. I have somebody that can support me to go back to the table. But that's my personal thing. Legally, yes, we absolutely can take our dogs up with us if we need to. So, but with a pet, that's not guaranteed that somebody is not okay. As service dogs, we are required to have a higher standard of cleanliness and hygiene, not just with, sanitation, but also with the dog themselves. We're required and expected to have the dog cleaner more often, more baths more often, nails clipped. We are expected, but for pets, that is not the same. So they don't tend to be as clean or sanitary as service animals. And that's what makes a difference in situations like that.
So I have a random question. You might not know the answer to this.
Hang on. Lego, she is actually classified as a mobility aid as her primary service because she's dual use. So she is classified mobility aid, and then her secondary is psychiatric.
No face, be nice. Papa, be nice.
Yeah, No Face, exactly. Well, No Face is he's talking about the people who get the fake service dog stuff. Fake service dog, not just. Yeah, no, I get you. And technically, there's two questions that they can ask: is it a service dog, and what task has the dog been trained for? See, and if now Mona is a pit. And now that alone scares some people because she is a pit. Technically, she's a staffy, but she's a pitty breed. Some people will try to tell me that she can't be a service dog.
I've heard that one before.
However, the ADA specifically notes that there cannot be any based on breed.
Yep.
Being a pit and being
I know, Papa, you nice.
She is perfect for my needs.
You.
Because what I need is, Lego. So what I use Mona for, she helps with balance. When I get off balance, she stays on my leg to help me with my balance. If I get down, I have a hard time getting up. I have joint hypermobility syndrome. My knees are shot. I have absolutely no strength in my knees. I have to literally, if I get down on the floor, I have to literally pull myself up. I cannot stand up on my own. That's what she does. She actually her command is brace, and she plants her feet and then tenses up her shoulders. And I actually push up off of her instead of using shelves to pull myself up, because I have pulled shelves in the grocery store down on myself.
That's not good. That's scary.
It's not. It's a liability for the store. But I had no other option at the time. Now I do, because she helps me get up. She stabilizes me. I also have a hard time with being able to pick my feet up when I'm walking. I start the day really well, but by the end of the day, the more I move, the worse I move. This is the easiest way to put it. The more tired my body gets, the harder it is for me to move. I have broken major bones from falling. The last one was 5 years ago when I broke my tailbone, and I have not been right since.
Yeah. Okay, so I have an issue. It might have some similar symptoms to you, because I have chronic fatigue, if you know anything about that.
Okay.
And so
I do.
They have something called post-exertional malaise, which, God, it's hard. to deal with sometimes because I can't get out of bed some mornings. Because like I physically will get out of bed and it doesn't work. Like I'm up for a second and then next thing you know I'm back in bed. Because like you go upright and then your brain's like what the hell, and then like next thing you know you're sitting again because your brain's like, whoa, what the hell? And I'm just like I'm trying to get out of bed here, help me out. My brain is like all confused. And post-exertional malaise I found out.
Part of what she does is sometimes I have a hard time standing up from sitting in a chair for too long.
Me, same.
Or sitting where my butt is lower than my knees. Same. I can't get up. So she'll actually help pull me up.
That's why you do your lives on your bed.
Sometimes,
I have that same problem, and I found out that post-exertional malaise is physical, mental, and emotional exertion of any kind. Meaning, if you put effort into anything at all, it causes fatigue. Like
it can, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, that's great. So if I sit there and I'm watching a YouTube video and I'm really into it, right? And I'm following a tutorial or something and I'm just loving it and I'm focusing on it. Now I'm going to be fatigued after because that's the mental. And I'm like, great. So then I go to do that and it's like, oh, well, now I have to take a 5-hour nap. And I'm like, damn it. It's like I can't do anything. And so I think that's kind of where that's kind of where an emotion, where kind of I feel like a service animal can aid me kind of, is I have problems with sometimes mobility, just like things like that. And it's like I get really tired, or like I have, this is going to sound weird. I have a sensitivity to sunlight specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Where I go outside and if it's sunny at all, I go blind. And I can't see shit. I'm like, oh my God. Yep. It's like I have to close my eyes. And sunglasses don't help. I'm just like, no. You think sunglasses will help, but they don't. They're not enough. And I'm just like, dude. So I go outside and it's sunny. And I like the warmth and the light feels good. But on the other hand, I'm like, oh, well, I can't see. Because it's sunny.
You may need to look into getting prescription sunglasses specifically for that. So they're extra dark.
Yeah, but then I can't see, and then at all. It's too dark. So it's a catch-22.
She was snoring earlier.
It's a catch-22.
Oh, she's snoring again.
Me.
I can hear her.
Oh my gosh, it's a catch-22. So I have all these issues, and it's like I can't work as much as other people do because I also have anxiety, depression, inattentive ADHD. I had microcephaly.
That's why owning my own business has been the best thing for me.
I own my own business too, and I fucking hate it.
Well, I get to have as many dogs as I want. I get to love on them, make them pretty, and send them home. And my husband loves it because he doesn't have to pay for the vet care and the food for all these dogs.
Yes. Okay, so here brings back my question. Now, I know this is not necessarily a dog-related question. It's a pet-related question. But I figure since you're in the grooming space, you might possibly have the answer to this, but it's fine if you don't.
Okay.
So I want to get another cat at some point because I've owned a cat before, but I ended up having to get it adopted. And eventually, when I get my own place and get settled in, I want to get a cat. And I've always thought about getting like a kitten because I want to be able to train the cat a little bit. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I want to be able to train my cat to, be able to deal with getting bathed once a month or whatever, because cats get dirty. And I was talking to a lady who adopts cats, and she says, absolutely not. That's so bad for cats. Cats do not need to be bathed ever. Don't ever bathe a cat. Don't ever put water on your cat. Don't ever, never.
That's not true.
Never, ever, ever.
That's not true because I personally cannot groom cats, but cats get groomed all the time, and that involves a bath. Because you have to make sure their skin gets clean. You have to make sure that any shed hair actually gets released and pulled out so it doesn't create mats. So, especially an older cat, because that cat, as they age, are not able to clean themselves as well.
Well, the theory behind it apparently is that cats groom themselves. I'm like, so do fucking dogs, but you don't see people not bathing their dogs. That's nasty. That is nasty.
Yeah. So I don't know why she's saying that, but yes, it is a thing for cats
I've
to be
heard a
groomed.
lot of like people who
So
adopt them
the
out.
thing is you bathe them as often.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like once a month, or like if they go outside a lot, maybe a
Yes.
little more often if they get dirty. And she goes,
Yeah,
"Oh no,
because
that's
they lay
really
the
bad."
dirt just like dogs do.
Exactly. And I told her, I was like, "Well, they get dirty," and she goes, "Yeah, but they groom themselves, and their tongue is sterile, and it sterilizes
No, it
their
is
further
not.
which is-
Oh dear God, no, it is not.
I'm aware
No.
dogs' tongues aren't sterile either. And actually, if you
Okay,
talk to a medical
so
doctor,
there's
they will
the
let
reason
your
I
dog
can't
lick
groom
you.
cats is because of cat scratch fever.
Yeah.
So
That's
there
okay.
is a certain bacteria, or in older cats, it could just be that there are more bacteria in their mouth. Cats' mouths are actually filthy because of the bacteria.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because they eat like
So
dead rats and like
okay, so this whole idea that dogs and cats and animal mouths are clean is a myth.
yeah.
I can't groom cats because I am part of the about 10%, 10 to 12% of the world's population that is overly sensitive to the bacteria in the cat's mouth. If I should be bitten, I have a higher risk of developing sepsis much faster because my body is sensitive to that bacteria.
Oh, I didn't
Wow.
know that.
I could
when
possibly be
people
sensitive to
say
it too, and
cat
not even
scratch
know.
fever, that is a real thing.
Yeah. So when the lady was
And I
telling me
have
that,
it.
I was like crazy.
No. Cats' mouths are actually much dirtier than dogs.
That's what I said. And she goes, "No," and I'm like, "Yeah. If humans have to bathe
I
and
don't
dogs have
know
to bathe,
what I don't know
so
what
do
she's
cats."
talking about.
I don't know either, because even birds have to take a bath. Why do you think they fucking invented bird baths, for fuck's sake?
Exactly. They just don't need to be bathed as often as dogs do
Yeah.
generally. So,
Yeah, but they
all right,
still
ladies,
do.
I do need to get going though. I am way late for my life. So,
I
Okay.
was watching the time. I was like, she's running late. Gonna be running
hey,
late.
you got me talking about service animals and
Uh-huh.
rules and questions, and I'm all about that.
And then we
'Cause
started
that's what I
talking
do.
about my chronic fatigue.
Yeah, see, I'm not only am I service dog handler, but I am also a service dog advocate and educator. This is what I do. And I also do this a lot in my local communities. So, yeah, I could talk for hours about this, but my people are waiting.
Yeah,
Okay, go on your live.
because
Go on your
Dawn
live.
was in here earlier, and then now No Face and Pups in here. So
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta let her go.
well, good to see you.
All
I'll
right,
be
see you later. I'll see you later,
here
Lydia.
right in a little
See
bit.
you later. Bye.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye.
Okay, so who else is here?
It shows 6 people.
Oh, wow.
Not 4 people.
Fine.
No Face and then Popeye will go over Chin's live.
Well, where did little Lego go? Did he leave? Is he
I don't know.
Little Lego, are you here? Little Lego, are you in the live or are you gone?
I don't even know who's still in here.
Neither. Okay, if you're still in the live, comment. Please. And thank you. Oh, thank you.
Hi, Papa.
Papa Smurf. He's there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woohoo! Are
Yeah.
you the only other person here besides us two?
But he'll be going over Chin's live here in a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Papa
true.
and No Face.
Well, I guess there's no one else. That's sad. Well, I guess we've been. Oh my god, it's been over 2 hours. What the
Yep.
heck? Oh, No Face posted comment.
No Face doing there.
He
Papa's
they just
here.
yeah, I know. We just said Papa. Yeah, I know. You just said you were here.
Yeah, I know you, Barry. I know. Yeah.
I'm here. Oh my god, that's funny. You mean you're not going to cause a little bit of trouble? Not even just a little bit?
Papa, are you insane, or are you doing your little shocky turn?
Oh, he says, Lydia, I'm a saint.
Oh, I know he is.
Do you have angel wings?
Shoo.
He's probably going to comment yes.
No, I know, Papa. Are you an angel, Papa?
Do you have angel wings? What color are they? That's what I
Yeah.
want to know. What color are your angel wings?
Nifty!
Oh, Nipsey, hi.
Hi!
Took you long enough. We've been going live for 2 hours and 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Wow.
Hi, Nat. Yeah, I'm back. Nifty, I came back last Thursday doing lives. So, yep.
Woohoo! I know. I need to start going live on my channel also. And then I also need to start posting long form content.
Hey, I never cause trouble. I'm Irish. I wondered if that was
Okay, well, I'm Asian, so I always cause trouble.
Hey, I'm Irish and I'm German.
I cause all kinds of trouble. If anyone in this chat is Asian, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm Irish, I'm German.
Oh, no way. You should have messaged
I should email you, sorry, sweetie.
Do we have? Okay, where is everybody from? I forgot what I've said that made me laugh, but it was funny.
Nifty's from Canada.
What? That I'm Asian and that I cause trouble because I'm Asian?
No Face, I don't know where he's from. Papa Smurf, I don't know where he's from.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say this. Nice to meet you, Fibers in the Wind. Thank you. Nice to meet you too. I will say, yeah, I'm Filipino primarily in my Asian side, but I'm also a little bit of Taiwanese and Chinese. And people say that.
Okay, Papa, I will see you over there in a little bit.
Bye. But basically, if you know anything, I always say I'm Asian. I have an anger problem. Oh, cool! I've never been to Canada, but I kind of want to go. Everyone always says it's such a cool place.
Papa, I'll be over in a minute. Over pups.
But yeah, definitely, I'm very anytime I have an angry outburst, I can't help it. I'm Asian. Leave me alone. It's in my DNA. It's literally in my blood. I have anger running through my blood. You cannot hold me accountable. Just kidding. But kidding, not kidding. You know what I mean? If you missed it, Nifty, we were talking earlier about how I have road rage because people get in front of me and they want to go 30 and a 55, or they want to stop when they get to a green light when they're driving because I don't know why. And I'm always the one behind them when they're doing it too. Or they go to an intersection and they're tappy on the brakes and I'm just like, oh my God, I can't. I have problems that I need to work through, but I'm afraid that because I'm Asian, I'm so Filipino, but I'm just it's ingrained in my blood. I just can't.
Oh, No Face is from South Carolina. Oh, okay.
cool.
Cool. I did not know that.
That's cool. I love seeing where people are from.
Yeah, Nifty. I next time I do a live, I will email you.
Yeah, because we've been live this whole time. We've been chatting and doing all kinds of stuff, and I'm over here crocheting up a storm. If you can't tell what it is, I'll show you for all the new watchers. It's going to, well, fail because it just fell. Because I'm trying to fix my hair and then it fell and then, yeah. So it's basically a halter crop top, and I'm going to wear it a little bit higher on my neck so it covers more of like the side boob area. And then also there is going to be like a border around it that will also cover more. And then I like to just make sure it goes halfway, and then you can add on the side, you can add more. So it'll be longer and it'll end up being wider after it has the border, but I'm making it up as I go. And basically the way that you do a halter top is you make this as wide as you want, because this is the neckline, and then you just do an increase on the beginning and end of every row. Every single row, if you want to increase faster, or every other row if
Thank
you
you,
want
No
to increase
Face.
slower. And if you want to increase even faster than that, you can increase on the ends and along the row, however much you want.
Thank
And then
you,
once
No Face. I like the chair too. It's comfy. I always
And
sit
then
in there.
once you get it to be the width that you want, you just stop increasing and just keep going. But if you're wondering, that's how you do a halter style top. For anybody in here that crochets, it's very easy. I don't even measure other than putting it physically up to my body and making sure it fits. You just keep increasing on the ends until it's wide enough to cover your bust area. And then
Nifty, I just want to show you. I love your socks with your sock you gave me. They are nice and warm.
ooh, those are cute.
I haven't used the gloves yet because it hasn't been really cold here.
Are those
We haven't
acrylic
had
or what are those made out of? Acrylic? Wool?
Nifty made it for me, so
Those are nice. They're like slipper socks. I love those.
yeah,
I love those.
zippers.
Look like maybe like it's acrylic. Those look nice.
I think so. I'm going to be making some, I think. I want to make some.
The way that I make clothing is I don't really measure like with a measuring tape that often. I'll sometimes measure my project with a measuring tape just out of curiosity to see the size that it is. But the way that I get the best fit is I literally just physically hold it up against my body. And then I can tell if it's wide enough. Like if I wear this way down here, it's not going to be wide enough, obviously. But you're not supposed to wear it that low. You wear it like a little higher up. And then obviously, I just made it so that it was wide enough. And then it'll be even wider once I do a border. But like that's how I measure.
Okay, Lego. No face.
Wait, what did No Face say? Hold on.
They could be a baby Dumbo.
Oh, Nifty said, "Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Lego." We got some of the gang here. Woohoo! So, are we all going to watch Pups live, or what are we doing?
Yes, we're going right over there.
Well, has she started her live yet?
Yes, she started.
Okay, well,
You need her.
maybe you should post a link to her channel in the comments again, so that people can go click on her live when we're done here.
Give me.
Because I can just pop on over there, and that will be. Because I kind of really enjoyed talking with her. It was really fun.
She's really nice.
Her and I are like same, I feel, because people have tried to say things to me, and I'm like, But that's why I was asking her opinion on things, because everyone has their like own viewpoint on it. And I was like, there's really
Nifty,
different
I'm
views.
going to be heading over to Pup Coomer 11, Pup Coomer 20. She's doing
Yeah.
her live right now. Give me a minute. I will drop her channel. I'll have to look at it.
We're all gonna head over there, including me. I'm still working on my project. I might take a break from crochet though and maybe eat a snack. I might make some popcorn. Possibly.
That sounds good.
That's the only really snack I can make. Like a snacky food.
And we are heading over Pup Coomer 20. I'm putting her link in her ear a little bit. Give me one moment. Because I've been on for 2 hours and 17 so far.
Yeah, that's long.
I
mean, I could.
you, No Face. I will see you over at Pups, okay?
Yeah, we'll be over at Pups.
I'm topping it for everybody. So
I might end up going to the store and getting a snack before I go on to
that's not
Pups.
it.
But
We move. Give me a minute.
so that's probably what I'll do, and then I'll come back and be on Pups Live, because I don't know if I necessarily want popcorn, because for me specifically, because, well, it's kind of a messier snack, and I'm kind of maybe wanting something not messy, not as messy. I don't know. I mean, maybe I should just do popcorn because I have it. Because I was thinking of chips, but those are messy too. So maybe I won't.
I had Burger King food when I got home from golf work.
Ooh, I like their chicken fries.
I had their a Whopper without no mayonnaise. I do not.
Okay, so do you have a Sonic in
No.
where you guys live?
No.
Okay. We just got a Sonic and I'm in love. Now, I have had Sonic before this, so I already knew it was good, in my opinion at least. But I'm glad that we have Sonic because I freaking love Sonic.
Okay, that's Jen was just on the panel with us. That's her link. So let's wait over her. She's on. So I would leave and I would see you everybody over there, but Yarmulke's raid. But no, but Lydia's raid. And then we can raid over there. So I'm going in here, guys.
Okay.
I will see you over there.
Okay, I'm going over there.
All right. Bye, everyone.
It's not letting me click on it. Hold on.
It's not?
No.
Let me fix it. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm clicking. It's not doing anything.
It's letting me click on my phone.
Well, I'm not on my phone. I'm on the computer. I'm just gonna probably have to type in her name because
I can send it to you through Facebook if you need it.
yeah, if you want to do that, because it's like so not working. Like, oh,
I will. I will see everybody over there. Bye, everyone.
bye.
I'm leaving. Hey, you.
Yeah, sorry, I was counting.
I'm
Yeah.
leaving. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. I'm counting my stitches, and I was not even paying attention. Okay,
Well,
bye.